Alright, so this is my portable toolbox tour. So in the top, you have all your most needed, most used items, your sockets, and your box wrenches, ratcheting and non-ratcheting, along with all the adapters and room for other little things that get used here and there. These are socket trays. You can order them online or get them at Northern Tool. They're great. They take up a little bit of space, but they're great. Keep all your sockets organized. You have 3/8 drive, 1/2 inch drive, short and long sockets. I did modify mine a little bit to receive all my adapters in the empty spaces. I just snipped off this little tab in the back spaces, in the empty spaces, so that I can fit my various adapters and so they can fit nicely and not move around at all. Along with a 1/2 inch breaker bar and a extension pipe. And if I take the extension pipe out, I have just enough room to get my 1/2 inch impact wrench in the top. So in the top drawer, I have all my pliers, my needle nose, my vice grips, and also my 3/8 drive ratchets. And then in the middle drawer, I have my picks, my small screwdrivers, larger screwdrivers. I have my longer 1/2 inch and 3/8 drive extensions, and also a large flathead screwdriver for prying on stuff. I also have a couple different styles of magnets and a few small things like a tire pressure gauge and a razor blade. This I built just out of some scrap wood. It just drilled some holes through it and basically sliced it in half. This just holds all my screwdrivers and my different extensions in place. Doesn't let them roll around in the toolbox when I'm rolling down the road. The bottom drawer is reserved for little odds and ends, smaller tools that aren't used as much, and diagnostic tools such as the multimeter and the stethoscope. This is where I keep things like tape, my spark plug sockets, my battery cleaner, I have a box cutter, and just little things, wrenches that didn't fit in the top. I have my multimeter, hammer, and I have plenty of room to throw any other little things that don't have a place yet. So that is my main toolbox that I use for in the shop work and also in the field work if I need to go out off-site. This is just about anything that I will need to do the work I need to do in the field to get a car fixed and running. I also carry a small briefcase that holds little items. They don't get used much, but occasionally might be needed. It's just a very efficient way to store them, and it's compact and fits in the truck nicely. I have my Imperial inch sockets. Don't get used much on vehicles, but you occasionally still need them. I have a second set of adapters. I have a 1/4 inch drive ratchet with some extensions, a few little things in there. I have my Torx bits and hex bits in a custom-made rack at the back. I also have plenty of space for little things that don't get used very often, but I still want to have organized and have with me. I have duct tape, obviously. I have a magnetic dish, great to have around for holding nuts and bolts and little screws. This just has little things that will roll around, so I keep them in a nice little bucket, keeps them organized. I have a strap here, good to have, doesn't get used much, but it's great to have one around in case you just need to tie something down in your truck or just need to wrap a strap around a tarp or anything like that. I have a turkey baster, good for getting fluids out of reservoirs or refilling batteries if you need to put some distilled water in them. So you pull those few things out, and this little tray slides out from under and holds a whole bunch of little tiny things, extra light bulbs, large sockets, super glue, my feeler gauge set, got epoxy, just tons of little things that just need a place to be stored. So that slides up underneath, just like that. And then we have snap ring pliers, and then we have our flat pliers. They don't get used much, but when you need them, you really need them. Then if I remove this one bin, I have just enough space to get my cordless impact driver and a battery. In this case, and it packs in nice and tight and nothing moves around too much. So while it's in the shop, I have it on a rolling cart that holds a bunch of other. So when I'm in the shop, I have it on a rolling cart so I can move it around, have it right next to a car, right where I need it. And all the tools are easy and convenient to get to. It can also hold lots of other things that I might need, or in the drawer, I have a parts bin that's currently full of parts because I've been working on an engine rebuild. And that keeps everything nice and organized, and it rolls, and I have it right where I need it, and then I can roll it out of the way when I'm done with it. So that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope it helps someone who's looking for a good low budget portable toolbox storage ideas.